Okay, so with school and college application, it isn't just a one day thing, but it's a progressive effort. You have to start, take control of your application as you continue to learn some new things because it wouldn't be a straightforward process. Let's say you start today and you'll be able to, let's say, finish everything in the next day. Sometimes even you get to some stage in the application before you realize that I have forgotten or I haven't gotten a document or something like that. So it's like you learn the process while you are still doing whatever it takes to complete the process. Okay, we'll start with searching for schools. And with that, with the emergence of AI, it's a bit simple. But what mostly I prefer to do is you use AI to get your list of schools, you streamline your academic goals and maybe whatever you are looking for, you let the AI provide you the names of such schools. Then after getting the schools, maybe you wanted schools that give scholarship in maybe your field like accounting, you just give, okay, so list of 20 names of schools that gives scholarship in maybe marketing or with full funding. Or you can even maybe you don't really have the means for how do you call it application fee, so maybe without application fee, or you don't have the means to maybe write some exams, so maybe without GRE test or something, then when the list is given, you have to copy your list, and after that you come to the school one by one. So still on searching for the schools, you look for the international colleges as well. Whenever you get to the school, you go to the international colleges platform because every school has a graduate platform on the website. Yes, a graduate platform on the website, which sometimes when you enter the school's platform, you will just go straight to application and you might be applying as a citizen of that country. But with the graduate or the international platform, you have the provision for international students who are not citizens. Then, okay, after that, you further narrow it to your research area, that's your department, your field, because each department have its, how do you call it, its requirement. So it's not a general, sometimes you have a general requirement for each of the how do you call it, the schools, general requirement for the school, but sometimes they will, some of the things it will be like department specific, maybe according to GP and other things will be department specific. So with that, you have to get that on your college's platform. Okay, then after that, you look for assistantships and funding. The main purpose of school application sometimes, if not your to follow your dreams, then that will be how do you call it, assistantship and funding opportunities, because I don't think you'll be willing to pay such huge sum of money where there might be funding somewhere. Okay, so okay, I talked about the, okay, so let's move to other social media platforms. Now we have personal pages and personal accounts of people who day by day post their, how do you call it, their information or whatever the information they get about school applications. These things sometimes they help. You just have to get the links down, then you get whatever it is, whatever information they are giving, get the links of such websites, such professors, or whoever the link may be referring to. You get to those websites and confirm yourself. You go through whatever that is on the page, then you read. So by that, you can also get a school by those people. On LinkedIn, a lot. Even on LinkedIn, you have professors posting their informations that they are open to maybe a research student, they are open to this in this field. And those ones on social media, what is really impressive about that one is that you see it's a simplified form. You just see it on one A4 sheet. Maybe this, you should have this, you should have these skills, the requirements are this and this. It's simplified. So if you want better understanding, as I said, you go to the school's website, or sometimes the professors even ask to reach out, and we will talk about the reaching out in a way that you get a response from the professor or whoever will be in touch. Then the next one is school app. The next one is applications, normal phone applications. That these are the few ones that are very helpful. These ones are mostly for the USA. That's the niche college search. Niche college search. If you could see that, and let me see if I could get a pointer. How big is my pointer? Uh, okay, okay. So I'm talking about this. Please, can you see? Hello. If you could see the highlighter, just let me know. You
Yes, I
can you
can.
can just comment. Can you see the highlighter? Anyone can unmute. Okay, okay. Thank you. So, like the niche college app, those ones also come in. You just filter through by whatever you are looking for. Maybe your school, your area of research. Then you look at the requirements given. Sometimes you can even filter. Maybe you don't have maybe those standardization tests or anything, and it will give you the list of schools. Maybe you don't have application fee. Then after, even if you are not so okay with the information on the applications, you can go back to the school's website. So the website is the base for your information. We have college search apps, and we have also the common app. So these ones are helpful as well. But with them too, when you get onto the app, know that you are searching for school as an international. So mostly a graduate. You don't apply as a citizen. Yes. Okay. Our next slide will be the searching for scholarship opportunities. So when you get onto these pages, the scholarship opportunities are in a form of different fundings. Okay, and it will be it's sometimes it's like you are working, you are in school and you are working, but it's an assistantship you are giving to the school. So such assistantship, that's what you'll be giving. So that's how it is. You'll be giving stipend for whatever assistantship, and it comes in forms like the graduate assistantship. That's we have different teaching assistantship, research, then the graduate with the teaching assistantship. It's like what we call in Ghana as TAs. Yes. So as a TA, you maybe help undergraduates. You do maybe some short classes to help you evaluate their papers, maybe exams, you invigilate. So it's a whole package by the international college or whatever the fund, yeah, by maybe it's most times controlled by the international college. Yes, and another one is a research assistantship. So with that, it comes with lab works. You and your professor, you are working on projects. because sometimes the source of funding is coming from a research institution or something. So that's how it is. You'll be helping in labs and other research related activities. And even sometimes with those ones, the research assistantship, sometimes you can even have a very huge funding, because there will be travels, there will be other things, and some risks, allowances, and staffs. And graduate assistantship, maybe helping the international college, you help students, international students on other staffs, maybe how to go about registration and other things. Then we have presidential fundings that comes from maybe the government, the presidency, whatever state you are in. Then other departmental fundings. You have all students which they contribute to the department, that they have a source of funding from maybe some group of old students, or a student who has his own firm, and such funding are being put in the department to help the course. And research assistant, okay, we talk. Then other on-campus jobs, yes, some stories you hear, there are other people that maybe during vacations, they work at the IT department of the, you see, vacations, not all departments go on vacation. There are other ones that maybe you might be helping with, maybe with a dormitory front desk something, or maybe some other students even help with campus security when it's vacation. Maybe it's winter, and they just wanted to give such security people. You can pick that job. So those are the grants, industrial partnerships from other companies and things. Then when you come to China, for China, you see China, you don't work in China as a student. You can't work in China. So the forms of scholarships are in different. They are really different from when you go to Europe and when you go to parts of the world. Please a second. Yes, so as I was saying, China is a bit different from Europe and other parts of the world. So in China, we have the CSC, which is the Chinese government scholarship. And I think that's the highest in China due to its stipends and whatever it's whatever you are entitled to. And also we have the provincial scholarships. That's a normal one that people mostly get, which sometimes it really doesn't meet the CSC in any way as well. And with that one, sometimes it's partial funding, and sometimes full without stipends. Okay, but the CSC comes with a very huge stipend package. Then we have the Road and Belt Scholarship, which is another one, but it's that one. It's based on the schools. Um, it's based on the school's definition for road and belt countries. Yes, some schools have that. The road and belt is part of the Chinese history and stuff. It's like an initiative, and it's it depends on the school, that whatever the school decide, that these are the countries in the road and belt. So when you apply for school, that's what you'll be given based on the country you are coming from. Then we have the Chinese teacher scholarship, mostly for students who are doing their program in Chinese language. Then we have the Confucius Institute Scholarship. That's mostly for cultural exchange, for language related programs. Yes. So these are the forms of funding. With Europe, sometimes these graduate assistantships and platforms, you don't have to really have a separate application for this funding. Sometimes the moment you are admitted, even within the school application, you have to take if you want a funding, if you would like to be a teaching assistant, research assistant, graduate assistant, whatever it is. So when the fund when the admission comes, it comes with it. So in the admission letter, you have maybe you are admitted, they are happy to have you, and your program will be running 2 to 3 years, and you'll be on this kind of funding. Okay, sometimes to some of them, you have a very small short application. In China, when you are doing your application, you tick whether you want scholarship, or you would want to fund yourself, and you have to download another letter, which will be on maybe the schools platform or something, which you have to fill a form, which you have to fill like the normal application form, and after that you have to submit with the other documents. Okay, let's move to our next section, checking admission requirement. When you are searching, when you get to your school and you are searching for your program, after getting your program, some of the admission requirements are general, so you get them on the school's main website. But others, you have to get to your college. You can't start a school application without getting to your college's, let's say, website on the school's main platform. Yes, the computer science student can differentiate about that, but it's like it's a it's a subset of the main school, the school's link. So with that, you have your specific how do you call it, requirement for the admission. So the minimum GPA, the course outline, some of them will state the courses that you should have done under your program, maybe during your bachelor's or during your master's degree. So you look at them, because some of them wouldn't want to admit a student who wants to have an engineering master's in engineering, but haven't done anything related to maths or physics or calculus or anything like that. Do you get it? So those ones are also there. Then language proficiency test. We have various language proficiency tests, but sometimes too, when English it's your formal language, and based on the medium in which you are going to have your program, sometimes the language proficiency tests are waived. So maybe you are from an English speaking country, your official language is English, your program is going to be in English. Some schools don't require that. Some schools do require that with their cutoff point for such test. And some of them to have specific international platforms where you should take those tests. Okay, and the other one is standardized test. We have the SAT, GRE, ACT, and other ones. Yes, those ones too are like they are online exams which are being set by international bodies, which you write. Some of them you have to go and write them at centers, maybe in the city, in close cities to your place, sometimes in the regional capitals, yes. And you also have interviews. Mostly the interviews are being done after shortlisting students. So the interviews come in a form like a live section. You talk to the admission committee, you talk to them, and those ones also come with rules. So the things you shouldn't do that will make it feel like you are peeping into an information somewhere, or someone is giving you information based on the question which is being asked. And also some of them also require introductory videos. Yes, this happens with China. China does interviews on WeChat, that's their form of WhatsApp. They do interviews, that's face-to-face interviews, live ones. Then they also ask for introductory videos. So introductory videos also comes in a form that you have to record a video of yourself, and with that one, you just have to look straight into the camera, be confident of whatever you are saying, because you should take control of whatever information you are giving to them. It shouldn't be like you are reading it out for them. It's like you are really speaking on whatever you want, your dreams and your goals. And such videos shouldn't contradict with your study plan and your statement of purpose, whatever you want to do, the reason why you want to undertake such research, or the reason why you want to undertake such program, whatever the program will do to you and other things. And those videos, you'll be sent, sometimes the videos are sent together with the application. That's when you are submitting your application. So that's with China. You have to do a video, sometimes a 2 minute, and it should be very short, but contains a lot of information. That's how that one too is. So this the SAT is a text listening in the US to measure student ability. With that one, it sometimes comes with multi-purpose maths, other once, yes. And the GRE too. After this, I think I'll share the how do you call it? I'll share the PPT. Okay, so these are the types of standardized tests based on your program. Based on your program and the department specific, you'll be asked on what to submit. Do you get it? So it isn't a general something. So sometimes when you are searching for your school, we'll have a format of how to search for schools. Okay. So when you are searching for your school, sometimes these are the things you should look out for. Maybe you are not ready to go and write these exams, these tests, or do these things. You should just look for schools that do that, because some of these exams are really expensive based on the exchange rate of our country. But interviews, you should be open to interviews and introductory videos, because I don't think you are ready to undertake a master's degree and you are not really ready to have such tests or something like that. And also, with the interviews and the introductory videos are really of yourself. It's like you are telling them about yourself, you are selling yourself. It's about you are marketing yourself to, you are just telling them the reason why you are really the person, one of the candidates they should work with, because they will be really wanting to work with someone who is very hardworking, passionate. Yes, I don't think, okay, most Krobo, I don't think you are just here to go and joke or like chappy fear no fear. I'm not too serious with, but you should be calm, you shouldn't be tense. With those videos, short videos, you should really do your best. You can do a video, cancel, delete, do another one. It's not a live section. So with those videos, you shouldn't give a percentage of, you shouldn't give them reasons not to pick it. Do you get? Okay, let's move to the next one then. Okay, academic transcripts and records. Mostly, um, you have to submit your complete transcripts with the courses. Good. Yes, come to this thing. This is the reason why sometimes people, when you are in school, you have to make sure your transcript looks good. You might be thinking when you have a fail, when you have an F in your results, okay, and you rewrite and you have a B, it's good. No, it is not. Because the thing is, some schools, have I have had a chance to work with someone, and the person had about two Fs before he completed the school. Two Fs before he completed, but he rewrote those papers and got Bs. But the admissions office said they can't admit such a person. Even with that, I had a live conversation with the graduate, one of the graduate leaders, and they said they can't because there is an F. You know, there are some schools when you have a fail and you rewrite your courses, they wouldn't take the F out. Do you get it? The supplementary paper will come, your main one, your initial one will come, and the written one will also come. There are some schools, like me, my former school, you don't see the F on the how do you call transcript. Okay, you just see maybe your grade points being multiplied. Maybe 2 credits will be 4 credits, or if it's 2 credits, it will be underlined. With that, it doesn't really cause for attention. Someone will just overlook it. The person wouldn't really know the meaning of that. You get it? But there are some schools. Um, it seems UMAT and other schools, the F will be there. And mostly the F, when they are writing the F is in red. Do you get it? So even after getting that F, you rewrite, you even get A. Some schools wouldn't like to pick you because it's like these graduates, professors and some of the researchers, they really think students who are not serious are those who fill their papers and they have to rewrite. That's why sometimes um, there will be, that's why sometimes you see that some schools will be like, in case you are sick before a paper or on the day of paper, bring a medical report, submit. These are the importance of this thing. You think, oh, I wouldn't submit that medical report. They should give me an F and I'll rewrite. No, when you submit that, it will differentiate you from the one who actually failed the paper and the one who actually wrote it as a supplementary. So writing it as a supplementary, your maybe your GPA, your grade point, your GPA, that's a grade point, will be multiplied times 2, but you wouldn't have an F. Because some schools, I don't know, but they do that to punish the student. You may think, oh, after the paper, a past question may come, I'll rewrite and be ahead of the one who even actually sat for the paper. But I can tell you, I even in China, I even went to a school, went to how do you call it, the international office, spoke to the admissions officer. The person came from a good school with a good GPA, but the person had 2 Fs. It was really the, you see the F. You see when you open your portal and there's an F. That F, it's written in red, and you see that most transcripts should be printed. That's why some schools even say transcripts that are not in colored are not official. Yes, some transcripts. My former school, if your transcript, they've had a note under the transcript that if the transcript is not in colored, it is not official. It has been stamped, but the moment you do a photocopy black and white, you will not collect it. You get it? Because that F, that red has to show to the graduate officer, to the admissions officer, so that the person really sees it that no, you misbehaved in school. So this is the reason why sometimes people say, hey, first class is not important in school, A is not important in school, B is good. These things really matter because you are not the only person applying for the school. A lot of students. Imagine the number of graduate students every year, the number of bachelor students every year from schools. Do you know when some of them started their applications? Do you know the activities some of them undertook in their schools? Do you know the short courses some of them did on how do you call it, online? Do you know the certificates some of them have from online courses? And you are competing with all those people. So to have a good funding, those things, some of them wouldn't even look at it. It comes to their desk, they see it, they just, it's like what our boss said the other time, that your CV should be very comprehensive, and sometimes AIs are being used to evaluate such CVs. There wouldn't be time to look into all those things with so much time like that. They just have, they just need a reason to take someone out because they assume all of you they say you are capable. So they need a reason to just take you out. So you should be very careful with transcripts and official records. Bad names in school on your official records can really bring you down in your school application. And some of the schools too, their GPA ranking is different from what you have in your school. Me, my former school like this, my GPA, HND, BTech, everything was ranked to 5.0. Okay, and most schools use 4.0 as their highest. So sometimes when you have a higher like 4.5 over 5, it's sometimes helpful when you do evaluation. So some of the schools too ask for evaluations. The most common one is the WES evaluation, World Education System, World Education Service evaluation. And with that one, what WES does is you apply on WES, you create an account, you pay for your evaluation. Maybe the evaluation takes like 1 month, but your school's student service, maybe you've been to let's say UHAS, the academic service of UHAS has to send your transcript to WES. You are not sending the transcript yourself to WES. Your school's academic office, so you as academic office has to send it to WES for evaluation. Because when you start, after paying everything, they will ask you that they will ask for your university's website, how do you call it, email address. Then they will send to your school. So you have to tell your school, I'm doing a school application, or I'm doing an evaluation, and they've contacted your office, so please reply to the email. So what your school has to do is to send official transcripts to them. And with that, some schools, you have to apply for your transcript like you are going to collect it, but you tell them through email. Then you give them the email address. Then they will just forward through that email address to them. And also, some universities ask for transcripts. You yourself will submit your transcript when you are doing your school application. That's the normal way. But some schools also ask for transcripts from your university themselves. So you give them the university's email, they will contact your university. Most times, the email you should give to them shouldn't be someone's name like uh, Professor Opon at gmail.com. Then that professor should send to the school. No, I mean the school's email, maybe www.uhas.edu.gh. Do you get it? Those domains really matters a lot, because when you send at gmail.com, at yahoo.com, those things, they will know, oh, it's from a normal person. Some of them wouldn't even mind. So your school too has to send, and you have to follow up on that. You really have to follow up on that. Okay. And your schools, to some of them, when you don't have the money to do WES evaluation, WES now I heard in Ghana cities around 3,000 Ghana cities for the evaluation. And sometimes it comes in maybe 1 month or 1.5, 2 months. It depends. If you really need it fast, it's like you have to pay more. Do you get it? If you don't have that, your school has to give you their grading system. KNUST will tell you 70 is A, Legon will tell you 90 is A. It depends. They have a format. Even in your student handout, they are there. They show you how their grading systems are. So the school has to add your grading system. Sometimes when they are sending your official transcript, you have to inform them, because sometimes they just send the transcript. Some of the transcripts don't have that definitions under them. Do you get it? So those things are really important. Those are the little things that sometimes you might know. Okay, we talked about the language proficiency. Okay, so official languages. Now in China, it depends on the scholarship, but now in China, mostly when you are from English speaking country, you do what? You don't write those tests. You send English proficiency letter. My school does that for about 70 Ghana cedis or so. Your school also does that. So they write, Mr. Mr. Amon had or Miss Abna, Miss Koko had his program all his years in English language, and he had his medium of everything English. Like your school has a letter, a very short letter to tell them And those letters should be on letterheads. I beg, the school's letterhead. It shouldn't just be to whom it may concern is okay, but the letterhead shouldn't just be on a plain paper. On a letterhead, stamped from your school's student service. Please, I hope we are okay.
Yes, please. We are okay.
Okay, thank you too. And there are other English short courses that we do online. There are some short English courses. Those ones are helpful. You see, when you are applying for school, when you get to the bottom, before you recheck everything, sometimes they have a button where you recheck your application. There is a space after submitting your document. There is a space which says other documents. That other document is really important. You have had some workshops on campus, they've given you certificate. Please scan those certificates, those short documents, post, like upload them there. That document, upload them. You can upload, they will see, this person isn't idle, this person is hardworking, this person is it. Those are the reasons why sometimes some volunteer activities and stuff you take part to get short certificates, short courses you have undertaken. Some of you go for 3 days workshop and stuff, and they give you certificates. Scan those ones, upload other documents. You have to upload them, like they are really important. Okay. Let's go to the next one. This one is really important. Statement of purpose, SOP. Statement of purpose tells them whom they are dealing with, like your CV. Your CV tells them a comprehensive how do you call it, a comprehensive information about you. Then an SOP tells them about your motivation, your career goals, your skills, whatever you have. SOP should be directed to your main research area, your course of study, your school. Okay, SOP, you can have one SOP, but you change it throughout based on the school. You can have a general SOP, okay, but you change it based on the school. The SOP should contain the name of the school you are applying for. Okay, the SOP should sometimes contain the research direction. When you are applying for the school, you see options, you see research direction. Some will say, okay, with my field, civil, maybe you have so many branches. Your application said you want to undertake your course in masters in structural engineering. Your SOP shouldn't be a generalized civil engineering things you are talking about. You should talk about the subject of how do you call it, the subject of civil structural engineering you want to deal with. Okay, the actual how do you call it, research direction. You shouldn't just talk about civil. Civil is this. No, you should talk about the field, maybe structural engineering, geotechnical, the aspects, okay, maybe ground improvement, maybe soil stabilization. You should talk about the main purpose, okay, whatever you want to research on. It shouldn't be a general something. You should streamline it. So you can have a general statement of purpose. After this, I'll drop some few ones. Those ones are just general ones. When you are using them, try to write it according to what you want, according to your story. Okay, that SOP isn't the place where you are going to show the professor you know big English. It should be very simple, direct. Okay, the professor there, no, the time schedule is so big. So when you are going straight to it, should be straightforward. He doesn't have time to read so many salutations. No, he doesn't have that time. So, and the impact, whatever that program you are going to undertake, whatever is going to do to you, the reason why you are undertaking such, or how is that going to help your professional journey, your career goals. Do you get it? The reason why you are choosing that specific school. When you are going for a school, the school's website is there. They provide general information, sometimes about us. It is there on the school's website. Click on it, read a little, 2, 3 paragraphs of the school's information. When you are writing or you are changing your SOP, you should include their goals, how their goals, or you could even have views. They have a gallery, labs, our school fields, our canteens, our dormitories, some things that motivated you to choose that school. Okay, it shouldn't be like you are writing a story, but just try to incorporate certain. Some schools will say an SOB of one page, an SOB of with China. China is so how do you call it? China is always doing this. They will say 800 words SOP, 1,000 words SOP, 2,000 words SOP. Make sure you go by that. It shouldn't be less than that. Okay, admission requirements, you should really stick to it, because if the SOP is there, they open it, put the AI to count the number of words. It's 800. It should be 1,000 words, and you give 800 words. You see, they will just put your admission down. Sometimes too, maybe you don't have even the means to pay for application fee, so you go for the free applications and stuff. With the free application, you should know that a lot of students are applying. And now most of the schools in Europe are giving free admission application waivers. So you have a lot. So you should, because if it's free, mostly if it's free application, you have a lot of students applying for that, rather than the $75, the $50, the $25. When you come to China, 200 RMB, 400 RMB, 600 RMB. So your application should be, your SOP should be good. Shouldn't be a general something. You should talk about whatever you want. You should talk about your goals, the research you are going to undertake. And also in your SOP, you should tell them that you are really willing to work with them in their research area. Most professors have funding, and the funding they have, it's for a specific project. So their lab, maybe they have a setup lab for that specific research. Tell them you are really looking forward to work, and you are capable of working so far as it's your field. Tell them you want to work with them in any field or in any research direction they really want you to do. Because sometimes you get to school, even in our normal universities, you go there, you submit your supervisor tells you bring project topics. You bring it, tell no, this project you can't do it. This one, if you start, you wouldn't be able to finish the school. This one, this one, this. Why don't you try this? Do you get it? Maybe they are working on a project already, and they would want you to also go that way, so that they will also, you also make the work not too difficult for them, because you are working on maybe renewable batteries, and your professor too is working on other form of physics or something. Do you get it? It contradicts. Maybe you need help in something now, before the professor has to um, get rid of whatever he's doing, come to you. Maybe he doesn't really have all the information like that, so he has to really come to your area. Okay, so that one should also be there. Let's go to cold emails. Cold emails are emails being sent to professors or researchers in search of a professor or a graduate advisor. With Canada and China, this is mostly common. Even with Canada, that's it. Because with Canada, sometimes you have to get acceptance letter from a professor before you even start the school application. Because when you start the school application, there's a portion that will ask you acceptance letter from a professor. In China, too, some of the schools are doing that, and some of the courses. Okay, sometimes some schools, they admit you based on a professor's approval, because maybe they may be thinking some of the professors have enough students, and they are not ready to have new students that semester. You get it? So it should be like that. And those emails, I will send a sample of it. Those emails should be clear, specific subject line, professional salutation. You know you are searching for a school. Some with Canada, on their school application website, they have a lot of professors. They will tell you our team. You open the college, maybe College of Civil Engineering, and the professors are there. their names, their emails, their research direction. So you choose a professor, you look at the professor's research direction, you pick the professor's name, you go to how do you call it, Google Scholar, you go to Science Direct, those how do you call it, paper publication platforms. When you go to those paper when you go to those paper publication platforms, you search your professor's name. Okay, after searching your professor's name, then you see the papers he has published, you see his direction. Then you go, dear Professor this. Don't write to whom it may concern. Dear Madam stroke, dear sir stroke, Madam, don't do that. You are sending it to a specific professor. The professor's email address is there. Do you get it? The professor's name is there. You want to work with a professor and you don't know his name, and you are addressing him, dear sir, stroke madam, dear sir, dear professor one, dear Professor Abigail, dear Professor Ifua. Do you get it? It's so that's why as I started, I said school application, it's a whole journey. You have to study, you have to read about the professor's study area, his research area, so that when you are sending email, then you tell him your knowledge of interest. Oh, you've seen his work, you are really aligned to his area of study and other stuff. Did you get it? These are the things you saw that it aligns with your career goals. These are the reasons why you want to work with him. I would be grateful to have the opportunity to discuss other potential research roles in your lab. Most of them, their labs, they have things to do, but they don't have the time. So when you tell them like that, you want to work with them, you are ready to undertake whatever role they will be giving you in their lab, and you are open to a meeting, a brief meeting or something, the person will be like, no, this person is really down to work on everything. Do you get it? You tell them those things, and it should be short. It should be very short. Yes. And also professional closing, you can okay attach is my LinkedIn and other things. Cold emails are just the email part. You attach the email, your CV, your transcripts, yeah, your CV, your transcript, your SOP, like you are the documents sometimes you upload on a school application platform. Those documents, attach it to the email. Don't just send email without anything about yourself, because after reading the email, the person will open the files. Okay, this is the person's CV. So those professors, they even have your information before the admissions office. It's not like Ghana that when you are applying for schools, bachelors, you just upload your document and you fill the form, and sometimes the professor, the supervisor is the one you are going to work with throughout your journey. When you go outside the country, your professor becomes whoever you are in touch with. You'll be in touch with your professor more than your girlfriend, because every day your professor, some people wake up in the morning, professor, even holidays, professors are calling. You see, in China, professors are even you will be done with your work, everything. If your professor doesn't sign that your work, just a signature, you will not graduate. If your professor doesn't sign your document, you cannot undertake anything. So sometimes, even wherever you are going, your professor must know you are in the country. You want to, it's a holiday, you want to visit one nice place in the country. Your professor will, that day you are out, you are going, your professor will test you, where are you? Where is this result? Will you come and translate this thing into English for me? Will you come and check this? So sometimes your professors are your professors, they are your more than your parents, because your, I don't know, you come into contact with your professor so much that if your professor is good, you become a family. That's how it is. So when sending an email to your professor, when you are sending an email to your professor, your email should be specific. That, as I said, dear sir, madam, please don't do that. Okay, then we move to our next one, financial statement. I brought this in because no school application, when you are applying for school, every school application asks for financial statements. Okay, bank statements, good. Every school asks for that. Even if it will be fully funded, they will ask for that. And those ones, when you are submitting those documents, if it's not in your name, your own name, then um, I don't know. If it's not in your own name, there are documents you have to provide. You can't go away with that. It's like going for a visa interview and you know bank statement is not yours. Your guarantor's letter, you have to add it. These days, Abigail is my kid's sister, and she wants to undertake this risk. He wants to undertake this program, and I am willing to support her in all her financial. The letter should go by that. AI is there, so you can just type a sample of a financial guarantors letter. It will give you. Then you see how it is. The person has to add a passport. Passport is a must because that will bear the if the person is your sibling, that will give the name. Okay, so the passport, the birth cert, and any other national IDs. If your person isn't your family member, some schools will require you have a court affidavit that will show that the person is really ready. They will give you, maybe they will give you funding, but you know some things come outside the funding, unforeseen events, very huge that the funding wouldn't be able to cater for. So financial document and those bank statements should be the most recent month statement, not less than 3 months. So you can't tell me you have a bank account and the month you are applying for school, then you just go and put 10,000 Ghana cedis in it. Okay, just that day, then you are putting 10,000 Ghana cedis in it. Then when you print your bank statement, the previous month 00000000. No, a bank statement with the previous month. Some of them have a threshold of the amount of money that should be in your account. Okay, that should you should also take note of, because some of them will just say they needed an amount of maybe 30,000 Ghana cedi or something. So that should be how it should be. You should go by the stated rules on the school's website or platform. And also the bank statements, the most recent ones, we are in October. September should be the last month. Okay, so the most recent six months, mostly they ask for six. If you some say 3 months, and when they ask for those documents, and those documents are so huge, the file size, you scan them, try and compress them. Bank statement, they need to see names, closing balance, and figures. They just don't really think about the color of the but it should be colored, the beauty of it. No, if the documents are compressed, those are the things that sometimes are really needed for you to do when you are doing school applications. Okay, so far as it's not, certificates are just one document, maybe one graduate certificate, but bank statement, it's a lot of sheets, maybe 4, 5. With those in the USA, when they print 1 month bank statement, maybe it comes in 3 pages because those people can print it from their mobile apps. Uh-huh. If it's maybe 1 month is three pages, you take the ones that doesn't contain the account balance, and you take those ones, maybe two, you merge them, you compress them. Okay, you compress them to a very lesser size, so that you'll be able to upload all of them onto the platform. You don't leave some and say, because no, they ask for 6 months, give them 6 months. However, you compress the document that they'll be able to see the details. You have to do that. Okay, letters of recommendation. Letters of recommendation are from someone whom you think they trust you, they know you so well, and they are giving testimonies about you. Okay, it should be like how when you go to church, you give testimony about however whatever God has done for you. You see that happiness, that excitement. That letter should contain such excitement. It is not a video. But when the person is reading, you'll be like, no, this is good information. This is good. This student has been good to this professor. This student really worked hard. Do you get it? That's how it should be. It should be on official letterheads. University of Health and Allied Sciences, letterhead. The content is there. To whom it may concern, or to the graduate school, or to the admissions officer. For that one, it shouldn't be to professor. No, a letter of recommendation is what? Is to the admissions officer. Okay, the professor who is writing now, they are streamlining the person who can recommend you to professors. Some of them to assistant professor or something like that. Oh, please, you can have the PDF after this. Yeah, I just noticed a chat. Yeah, you have the PDF. This one is just something small I created myself, so you have it. So it should also contain the institutional email. When you are dealing with such school applications, should always go with institutional email. Your professor, your lecturer, your teacher has a professional email, not his personal one. Okay, Mr. Kojo Kweku at Gmail, no, samuel.enim or samuel.k at uhas.edu. Those ones are the ones they should use. Stamped. Okay, if your professor doesn't have official stamp he himself, some of them are engineers, so they have their personal engineering stamp and other. Go to your department, tell your department secretary, please, it is an official letter, please stamp it for me. Some people miss their application deadline based on recommendation letter. All because as the person was in school, or no class, or late, the person comes to class late, the person doesn't really comport he or himself in school. Now he's done with school, opportunity is there, he wants to apply for school, and he now has to go back to a lecturer on campus. These are the reasons why you should get shy of your lecturers in doing some things on campus, or how you behave in class. Do you get it? It should be good something about you. You are going to sell yourself, and the person you are asking to help you sell yourself isn't saying something good about yourself. And then I don't know the best thing you can do to help your application. Okay, another thing is some professors will ask you, go and write it, bring it to me, I'll check it and stamp it. That's where you should show your true powers. Okay, write a very good recommendation. Some of the professors, they don't have time. So as I was saying, have good because someone can follow a lecturer for a letter of recommendation more than 2 months. Okay, and some of them are willing to give a good letter of recommendation to students who has been good in class, because a lecturer stated to me that these people, the way they are behaving, one day if they come to me for these things, I wouldn't be available. A lecturer said after school, 2 years, 5 years, you have never reached out to him. And now you want to apply for school, you are asking him for a letter. He will even forget you. You will now be saying, oh, say I'm this. You have to send a picture, and he'll be like, no, I have dealt with a lot of students. Sometimes you keep good, at least 3 professors on your campus, 3 lecturers on your campus. That vibe should be there. That, oh, hello, say, please, how is work? Those once a month, it should be there. Know that you need a letter of recommendation, and in 10 years time, you just go and you expect, no, they wouldn't. Okay, even if they would, a very short, someone can receive a letter of recommendation, just one paragraph. You see that the lecturer is in a hurry to just put down something for you. But those that they've been good to them, very, not too good, but those that they've been very attentive in class. Do you get it? Some of you, your schools you've attended, you are so many in a class that you have your lectures in a hall. Imagine having a lectures in a hall and you are going to describe yourself to a professor you never reached out to in 5 years. Is he going to remember you? No. Do you get it? So try as much before you complete school. I know some of you are here that are on, how do you call it? Some of you are here that are still in school. try to have that vibe or relationship with those how do you call it, those lecturers on campus. Okay, okay, and okay, do follow up. Yeah, they should speak well. After this, I also drop how do you call it, a format of how an okay, a letter of recommendation should look like. Yes, how a letter of recommendation should look like. Yes, this is it. We are going. I think this is the last one. Then we'll enter the phase of a little exposure of how to. Please, can you see the, how do you call it? Can you see the picture on the page? To whom it may concern, or it can just go by to the graduate, to the admissions officer. It is with highest confidence and enthusiasm that I recommend students' name for admission program for. So you should provide information to your whoever is giving you the letter of recommendation. Sometimes you can't be going to them every day about um, letter of recommendation. Every day you are going for different schools. Do you get it? So you can just um, um, okay, you can sometimes you can just ignore the school's how do you call it, the school's name, but your name should be there. Your name should be throughout. Your name, every paragraph, your name, speaking about you, your name, and the program you are going to undertake. Not that the professor is giving you a letter of recommendation, but he or she doesn't know even what you are going to do in the school, just for your admission, for the program in this, for a program in this. They should, and the professor should also talk about the courses they taught you, and how helpful you've been in their class, how you've been in their labs, and yes, that should be how it should go. Some schools, mostly China, asks for a paper letter of recommendation scanned, you submit. But with Europe, US, and other countries, when you are applying for school, they will give you a format. Oh, I lost that picture. They will give you a place where you input your lecturers. They will state that it should be institutional email, not personal email address. They will give you an option where you are not supposed to submit the letter of recommendation. The email will be given, then your professor's name, his rank, his contact. After that, you have to submit. You submit that one before you even submit your final application. Okay, so with that, they will send an email to your professor asking for a letter of recommendation from the professor. Some of them now, they don't trust it, that they know that we can just have a letterhead, a stamp, and write ourselves and submit. So they would like to contact those professors. Tell those professors before you even put their information there. Tell them, so that it shouldn't be a surprise to them. Tell them, please, I'm applying for school. I need your help with letter of recommendation. Please, I will be submitting your details to the application portal. You'll be sent an email, and please, whenever the email is being sent, please attend to it. Good. You tell your professor in Ghana this. You submit, you ask for his details. Even me, when I tell you this, I'll ask for your details. They will ask, what information do you need? Go to the application portal, take a picture of whatever they are asking for, his contact, his email address, send to them. So even the professor will do the arrangement that way. Or in case he sends you on WhatsApp, so you just have to copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste. Then you submit. Then the email will go to him. You get it? Institutional email at ug@knusc.edu.gh. Those ones, yes. And with that, after submitting the lecturer's information, there is a button that always you can go there any day. So far as the admission, the application deadline hasn't exceeded, you can go there, remind professor, remind the lecturer, remind teacher. Is there a button? The moment you click it, it will remind your professor, whoever you are asking for the recommendation from, that you have a letter to attend to. The moment you click remind, it will just, you get it. So maybe in 1 week, you can just go and click remind professor. The moment you click remind your lecturer now, then you can pick a phone, test your, or call. Call is good. Some of them don't really attend to WhatsApp messages like that. So call, hello doc, please I have please send an email to you, please. I want your help on letter of recommendation, whatever. Please learn how to do those things. Don't tell me you are shy. Maybe you don't want to go to school. That's why you'll be shy about those things. But you have to do those things. Okay, and they'll submit it. Some of them ask for two or three. So two or three lecturers' information. Those lecturers, you have to inform them. Okay, then the lecturer's name, and if it's an email, the lecturer will just maybe write it, stamp it, scan it, and submit himself. Okay, sometimes you not be even able to see the information the lecturer submitted until maybe he himself sends it to you privately. But some of them, when you apply for school, they will be like, do you want to waive your right to see whatever the professor gives, or you don't want to waive your right? Those ones are just English terms, whether you want to see whatever the lecturer submitted on your behalf or not. Do you get it? Okay, so that's with the letter of recommendation. Okay, now we are done with the first section. We'll just have some few, how do you call it? What is the time now? It's okay, it's 9:16. Okay, so we just have to go through some few practical section. So match your university programs to your career aspiration and the resources available. If you know you don't have how do you call it, a standardized test, look out for schools that don't ask for that. Okay, look out for schools that don't ask for that, and read a lot on the school's website. There is no small school. Some of them say, some of people say, I haven't heard of this school. Those schools are the schools that have better funding, the schools you haven't been to, the schools you haven't heard anyone talking about. But you see the school's website, you see their complex, everything is there. Those schools are very good schools. You graduate from those schools, you even be proud to even go to the school and you see their facilities and everything. Don't be looking out for the schools that have big names. Okay, you don't, I don't know, but schools with the big names, that's where people mostly, but a small school, not small, but a university, you have so many universities that what people even don't know of. But when you search and you get to see, you'll be like, no, this is a nice school and other stuff. Don't be looking, it's not in Ghana, you come and tell me, hey, KNSC is better than Legon. KTU doesn't do anything. Hey, Legon, if you go to Gimpa, the Fakol Legon, the one that you used to go and pay to school fees at how do you call it? Other small schools go to no, don't be doing those things when you are applying for international education. No, because even there are schools that people really don't go there, but the fundings are there. There are professors who have funding for their lab research, but they are not getting students. Not because people don't even know about those schools. How many of you have asked people about the name of their schools they are in? We were only interested in they have good funding. You never cared about the name of the school because you wouldn't want to segregate like how we do in Ghana, sieving in between schools. Yes. So let's go to our first. So using the search engines to search for the list of schools, you have to get a spreadsheet list. When AI gives you, when ChatGPT gives you the list of schools, copy them, put them in an Excel sheet or put them in a Word document. Have the schools there. Okay, now you go to the school's website. Sometimes, even when this gives you the school's name without the website link or something, just search the school's name on Google, copy the link of their official website, add it to the list on Word, go to the next school, do that. Do that for all the schools that you have. Do you get it? Okay, build an Excel tracker. Good. You check that always. You have to have a list because you can't keep all those information in your head. The most needed information in is their links to their graduate school website. Okay, so okay, let's have let's have one here. Okay, let's have one. Then you see how simple it can become for schools. Can you all see the Excel sheet? Please, comment section, give me an information on that. Hello.
Hi, sorry, which Excel sheet are you talking about?
Can you see
Um,
an Excel sheet or
no, you haven't dropped anything on here.
so what on your screen? What am I sharing?
You are still sharing the PowerPoints.
Okay.
You have to be share. Um,
Have
Maybe
you
you're not
seen it?
sharing the entire screen. No.
Have you seen
Okay.
it now?
Yeah, it's yeah.
Okay, so a sample of this. Do you get it? These are the schools links. These links are links I've copied from their graduate school website. You could see requirements, even links based on the. So when I want to recheck the requirement of this school, I'll just copy this link, go and put it in my search engine, then it sends me there. Note that now before you have the school's name, you will now be navigating through the tabs on the school's website to go and no. Have wherever you visit, just copy. It's simple. You just have to go and copy them, come and put them in your Excel sheet. You can it's too small. Don't worry about that. We'll go into some of the schools, but I'm just showing you how you have to do that. Okay. So let me increase. Okay, so this about 19 schools with their links. So their requirements, you copy their scholarship forms, their funding types, you copy the link, come and put it down. So let's start with University of South Florida. Let's go to the admissions link of the international student. Okay, please, what is being shared now?
The Excel.
Okay, now your browser.
Okay, so I copy and paste. It sends me to the link I've copied. Okay, so the link I copied was about international students, office of admission, then cost of attendance. Then you have international scholarships. So these are information. Graduate assistantships are for excellent way to obtain funding for, you see, who awards graduate assistantships, graduate assistant eligibility. Then you see, accepted into a graduate school program and meet requirements as specified. Some of these fundings come with the application admission. Okay, some of them really come with the admission. Okay, so some are automatic. Okay, maintain an overall grade point average GPA and degree program of 3.0, a very moderate one. 3.0, a very moderate one. Enroll full time during, do you get it? So these informations, you can have other links. You see Fulbright scholarships, other form of scholarships, Florida resident scholarship, other scholar. These are the information. When you get something like this, you read through. When you read, you copy the link, go and put it there. Okay, this same school, let's go back to admissions information. Then international students, student type, you have undergraduate, you have graduate students. Undergraduate isn't your if you want to study undergraduate, do you get it? You can see undergraduate information, but mostly undergraduate studies are outside. You have to write international standardized exams. You can't go away with SAT to go and do your bachelor's in the US, in the UK. No, you have to write those exams after your WASI. You have to add that to it. Okay, so we get to graduate. So get more information about upcoming international graduate, like how to apply, application deadlines, academic requirements. So these are the things. Do you get it? So as I copied for funding, that means I passed through this place before I even went to funding. So far as I copied one link and pasted it here, I'll just be going back and I'll have the other information. So keep track, okay, before you apply. Explore our program, see course, see academic requirements. Do you get it? Okay. A bit back. Okay, so before you apply, then you have apply. Then after you apply, check application status. You see it's in threefold. So now you read about whatever you need. You now apply, you take your step to apply, you create an account, like you use your email and your details. Please, when you are starting to apply and they ask you to create that, use your right information. Some of the information, the moment you use it to create the account, when you get to the application form, you cannot change it. Some of them are names and age. The ones that you use to create the account, when you get there, you can never change them again. Okay, you can't tell me you use your age to create the account for the school application, and now the application form you are telling me you are 19. No, you get it. Use your right information. So let's see, view academic requirements. Then international graduate academic, you see international there. Just not, sometimes you just don't go and just start application then. Okay, so international admission, a bachelor's degree satisfying at least one of these, at least one. So you see, be average. So you see their GPA grading system 3.0 on a scale of 4. Okay, so when you are submitting your transcript and it's on a scale of 5, you have to add the grading system. Be average, in better in all work attempted, while registered as a, you check all this information. Do you get it? English speaking countries, English proficiency requirements, applicants from countries where English is not the official language. You are from Ghana, it's official language, so you don't have a problem. So you don't have to write these ones. You see, they give their scores required. Duolingo is even there. You see, you have to follow those ones. If you didn't undertake your program in English, you did, so those ones. So refer to list of English speaking countries to determine if you must meet this requirement. If your name is not there, then you have to follow this. But Ghana, as at now, and Ghana is here. You see, Ghana is here. So these ones doesn't apply to you. You move to waiving the English proficiency requirements. That's only if you need this, but you don't need this. Academic credentials, transcript information. Final transcript must show the required grade that was earned prior to enrolling in graduate. Okay, you follow all these ones. Some of them you have to send okay, you must submit the credential evaluation directly to the Office of Admissions. Maybe your GPA was ranked in your school over 5, not 4. When you are submitting, you needed you needed to give maybe UHA's email to what? West. For UHA's to submit your transcript to West. After West doing your evaluation, then you give this address or the email given. Some of them give emails. You give that email to West to also submit to what? To your university you are applying to. So first, your university you completed, to West, that's the evaluation body. Then from the evaluation body back to the forward to the university you want to go to. So graduate record examination. Some of them ask for this. Graduate management aptitude test. Some of them, and some of these platforms, when you are taking the test, you have to put institutional code so that they know the institution you are doing the test for. Do you get it? Okay, so this is how you navigate through schools. This is how you then, after that, you look at all these things, you know, oh, this school doesn't take English proficiency. Okay, I would like this school. Then I go to, even when you ask ChatGPT, I need schools that do this, masters in agriculture, masters in this. The moment you know that this school must have masters in, do you get it? So you know that, oh, this school that you are applying for, okay, this school that you are applying for has what? Has this program already. So when you are here, you know that good. So um, um, let's go to graduate catalog. Then, okay, 2025, 2026. So you go through, then you search for the schools. How do you get it? How do you use it? The schools programs. They will list the programs that they have, major A to Z. Sometimes you need to take your time good. So these are the majors. You need to take your time and go through the website actually provides everything you need. So some of the courses, okay, civil engineering, MSc. When you are applying for school, you apply for a course that is research based. The course is research based, you get funding so quickly. If it's coursework based, there is most of the funding are based on the research, because these people are developing and they want to research in things always. So sometimes if it's coursework based, then that's where you go to how do you call it, graduate assistantship, then teaching assistantship, that's the TA. But those ones who they have, okay, they have good funding. You see concentration, these are the things. So this is where you start streamlining your statement of purpose against. You could see the concentration, the sections of civil they undertaking. Do you get it? Okay, then you read about it, provide students with opportunity to like coursework only or research thesis option. Okay, let's read this again. The MSc degree in civil engineering provide the student with opportunity to earn the advanced degree with either coursework only or research thesis options. So you should have this in mind. You are going for thesis option. Coursework option, sometimes you don't get funding. So thesis option. So when you are applying, you go onto the portal, you start your application, choose thesis option. So these are the information, admission information comes again. Okay, so you have to really read about it, then you know whatever the school college provides. Okay, this is, we are now on the college of what? Civil engineering. Okay, you can either go, we can other check other, I shouldn't be biased here, cell and molecular biology. Okay, PhD. Okay, that's, this one is PhD. So admission requirements, do you get it? Um, you have all the information about the program. Most of us are uh, going for masters and other things. Okay, computer science. You get it? So you check major research areas. Okay, artificial intelligence and machine learning, computer vision. Do you get it? So when you are writing an SOP, you should choose one of these and write a good SOP about it. Okay, this this should be related to your SOP. It shouldn't be a general SOP. Maybe it should be about human computer interaction. These are the areas they can, the major areas they can admit you on. So choose one. So far as you've done computer science, I'm sure one of these you'll be able to do. I'm sure one of these you'll be able to do. So that's it. So PDF of an official transcript. So when they say an official transcript, it's like the transcript you took from your school that has been stamped on a letterhead. It's not just a transcript. The official one from your school that you are submitting, it makes it unofficial. When your school is submitting on your behalf, it makes it official. So that means you yourself can upload the transcript for them. You get it? Good. And they will accept it. But when they say official transcript, that means they will provide you with a link that you have to give to your school. And when your school is submitting it, we are submitting on behalf of Yvonne these days who completed this year. Do you get it? Just a short email to identify you as well. So this is how the platforms are, and this is how you can be able to go through them. Yes. Let me take you to, we are about to end, but let me take you to one website that you see how the application, let me share. Okay, let me take you to how the application system is. Okay, so like this, in this one, you log in with me. I created an account for this, so I just log in. But if I don't have an account, I would have to just go and sign up or something before you even come to this stage. You log in. Okay, so Michigan Tech Investing. So applications, there have been one already, but we are dealing with the current one. You open the application, the one that, so you see, getting to know you, personal information, personal information, personal information. Good. You get to addresses. You provide address. Me, I've used several ones, so some are autofill here. Personal information, personal information, personal information. Do you have a disability that limits one or major life activities? All these things, you see, just a normal process. So you can save, continue, okay, school, city, school location, school degree. Some when you are adding the school, maybe add new school, you will not get your school's name. Search for university. When you are searching, Kwame Nkrumah University, Zambia, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, Kumasi, Ghana. Sometimes your school's name wouldn't come if you are part. You have to input it yourself manually. The level of study, the date attended from, date completed. Make sure these dates tally with your transcript. These dates, these are simple things you shouldn't ignore. Okay, so these ones, so you see previous colleges, then you come to international information, citizenship, place of birth, name as it appears on passport. Please select your source of funding. Do you get it? This place, personal, family, okay, home country scholarship. You don't have a how the score sec from the presidency. You don't have any funding from your MP. We will need funding from Michigan Tech. Even if you have your personal funding, you should choose this. That's how you get the graduate assistantships that come with the application. So you select personal, you select, no, you select will need funding from Michigan Tech. Then you continue. Program of study. You come and choose the program. This one you are dealing with, are you planning an online program? No. Then it comes degree type, masters, semester. You check, you should learn the difference between fall and spring. Then program of study, chemical engineering. It comes under, you choose chemical engineering, the specific area you want, biomaterials, bioprocessing. So if it's food tech, food preservation, like food purity, you select the specific area of interest. Pick up to 3 by using, so yes, you've done a lot of courses during your undergraduate study. So you should be able to select 3, at least 3. If this one doesn't pick, the other one will pick. It's like multiple choice for school selection. Your first choice, your second choice. So the interest areas also come down with this. Okay, 10 certification. I certify that all statements made on this application are true. Yes, that's the reason why you don't have to go and lie on your application. Everything should tally with your documents. Everything should tally. Then you have review. This is the most important part of your application. Review section, required field or error. You see, some of, I just did this for this section, okay? So with that, you could see the things I omitted. Please complete prior to submission. These things, I have never submitted them. Study semester you plan to start is missing. These things, you need at least 2 letter of recommendation. Let me click on it. It sent me back. Good. Here, add a recommender. For this one, they are not asking you to input your recommendation letter. Personal message, let's start prefix, maybe Reverend Doctor something, doctor, then your professor's name, last name, organization, position, title, relationship, maybe how do you call it? Maybe a project supervisor, my HOD, head of department, school administrator, those things you put it there. That's the relationship between the two of you. Don't not talking about the other relationship. Telephone, you put email, should be note, use your recommender's institutional or corporate email address. Submission from anonymous email addresses, Gmail, Hotmail, Yahoo, may be subject to additional review. You are going to give yourself additional work. No. Personal message to your recommender. Whatever you want to put there, it's like you are sending a package to someone. Information you want to put on the package, that the person should know that no, this thing is from this person. A very short, simple one from Awaite Emmanuel, a graduate student from your department who graduated this year. Simple, short. Okay, I was in your class, a student of KTU, this and this. Short, but you have contacted the person already, but you have to put this again. Then your name is there, you can have your name displayed. That will be sent to the recommender. Okay, this name doesn't appear on your application document. So you can change into brackets what the lecturer knows you to be. Maybe tension, this and this, if we are this and this. Did you get it? Something, maybe you have that vibe, that relationship, just to make things simple for you. Then you send to recommender. The recommender's name is required. You can't. I would have showed you where to remind the recommender. So after adding a recommender, two or three, they will ask. Sometimes those, okay, we will limit you to 3 requests during the submission of your review our program pages for the number of recommendation requests for the application review. Okay, so you can just click on this. It sends you to the page for information. Maybe they need 2, they need 3, maybe they need it from professors, not associate professors. Do you get it? Maybe they need it from just if lecturers, the minimum position they needed. Then after adding, sometimes the status will come submitted, not submitted. That means your professor hasn't submitted your recommendation letter for you. Do you get it? So that's how it should be. If your professor have submitted, it will come submitted. Sometimes there will be a reminder. Okay, to send a reminder to your recommender, click edit next to their name. Then click on send reminder on the next page. So you can send a reminder to your professor, telling your professor that, oh, an email, it will actually go like an email. You have to submit this recommendation for your students. Do you get it? Certification is there. You don't have to sign. By in place of your signature, please put your full name. Okay. So I showed 2 different application platforms. As at now, we can start typing our questions in the chat box so that I can answer some of them. Then I'll open the mic for a few questions. Then we can close. It's 5:44 a.m. and I've been awake since 3, so please. You people can go and have your rest, then I can also go back to my bed. So questions. Questions. Should I open the microphones, or some of you are shy? If you can't speak, I can, let me see, microphones. Hey, this ChatGPT account it's borrowed, and that was the reason why we were able to have our session more than 1 hour, because the 1 hour I'm using is limited to 40 minutes. That's the reason why we have to change the meeting ID. So please, questions. Are you hearing me? Hey, hello. No one is talking. Or you can't unmute yourself. Okay. Oh, okay, okay. So now you'll be able to unmute yourself. Please talk. Ask questions. Maybe there is something I haven't mentioned. In respect to the email from recommender using institutional email. Okay, institutional email is an email that bears the domain. The computer science people, is it correct? The domain at maybe at uhas.edu.gh.
Yes,
You,
you are
you,
correct.
yeah, okay. So you have your own personal email. Even you, as you've registered as a student in your school, they give you an institutional email that you use it to log in to your student portal to check your result. That email address, okay, who was that? Bright, maybe bright underscore or bright K at your school, maybe at uhas.edu.gh. Those emails are the ones bearing the school's domain. Those ones are the ones you should deal with when you are applying for schools. You just don't use personal emails. You tell your professor he doesn't use his personal email. Even on letter of recommendation, it's advisable. The best thing is you have to use the institutional or corporate emails. The person cannot, maybe the person is not a lecturer, the person is a medical doctor at a medical facility you've done your internship. The person can use a corporate email that is being given to the person from the hospital. So that place, so the person can use the hospital's letterhead, the person can use his official stamp as a medical doctor. It's not only limited to your professors in school. When you've had your internships, your managers, your HRs. Do you get it? In your CV, you have recommenders. You've placed some people there. Those people, you know them. Here lies the case, you yourself, you've not been in class and stuff, so but you have good grades. You can go to internship places where you've had your internship. They can give you recommendation, letters of recommendation. Okay, when it comes to school application, nothing should prevent you from completing your application, because there were people that even this year applications and admissions, they didn't meet the deadline. Some didn't get good schools because what, they didn't get how do you call it, letters of recommendations early, because that's one thing in Ghana. It's, you have to follow the person. You haven't been a TA, so the person doesn't really know you much. You haven't really done any work for the person and stuff. So you have to follow the person throughout. Do you get it? But when you've done your internship, national service, those people can give you a letter, because national service was 1 year. A very the person has seen you every day for 1 year, so the person can talk so well about you. They tell where, how you've helped them, where you've worked for them. He has been an intern for about 3 months, for three consecutive times, or has been an intern for 3 times, has been a national service personnel for 1 year, stating that, then the person talks about you. Please, are we okay? Let's go to the next question. Any question? Those who come to my DM, your questions wouldn't be answered after this.
Please, we beg.
So please, let's speak here.
I have one question, right?
Mm.
So you made mention of the fact that there is a kind of like a video that you're supposed to send to some of the schools. So some schools require
Yeah,
you to
yeah,
send some
yeah.
videos. So for those videos, I know there are like some limitations for some companies, or let's say some universities. Some allow you to have like 3 trials of the video, right? Some allow you to have 4 trials. So with the universities, right, for these particular videos, are there some limitations as to like the number of takes that you can
Yes,
give the
yes,
video
yes, yes. Good, good.
or not?
These are universities. How do you call it? This they will state the video. I'll get it. I've sent one to someone before. I'll get it and send it to you. These universities will state they
Mm,
need about they need a short review about yourself. They also need you to talk about your project. So they will give you a three or four, no, about
trials.
six sentence, how do you call it? How do I mean? Six sentence,
Introductory video
yes, six
or
sentence
like an
guideline.
idea.
Yes,
Okay, pitch.
six sentence guideline. I'll just play a short one. Can you see?
Not yet. And whilst you look for that, just a follow-up question so that I can map up my questions. What was I even about to ask? So for Common App, right? So Common App is like specific to universities in the US, if I'm not mistaken. And I think when I used it in 2019, you are restricted to about 20 schools in a particular application window. So there is the early decision, late decision. There are different types of decisions when it comes to Common App. And based on the decisions you apply to, it determines your chances of getting it. So as and when you apply, so let's say people apply for early decision. So let's say early decision opens in January, and let's say 20, the school is open to taking 10,000 people. The possibility that it will take 5,000 from the people who apply early decision is very high, because that's when they get like the best candidates to fill some of the best spots that they have in the universities. And then it dwindles down and down as you get to the late decision there. So just like, can you please remind me, is it still like a restriction on Common App to apply to only 20 schools within a particular application window, or you have like unlimited number of schools you can apply to on Common App now?
So those ones are specific for the apps. Do you get it? So for Common App, it's been a while I even tried it because you could see from the I'm here to re-download them, but it was on my other phone. But I haven't been to Common App for more than 6 months. Yeah, I just see it, and after that, I do this thing. I just go about it. But as you were saying, they have limit, and sometimes when you want to apply more than that, you should just how do you say it? You should just do that on that app and go to another app, or you
Mm,
go and do the manual application. Do you get it? Maybe
yep.
there are other schools that you would want to apply for that you couldn't get the chance to. So sometimes Common App, some people don't even apply on Common App. Some people, it helps them to get an overview of the schools available and
Yes.
their deadlines. Please, are you getting it?
Yes, please.
So those ones, that's why I place them in searching for schools so that it helps you. But you can use, for me, I really don't use them that much for school application. I do the manual one on the school's website because I
Yes.
feel it's like a betweener. Is that it?
Yeah, it's more of like an a mediator between the schools and you as a person, giving you
Exactly.
general
And
overview.
and me sometimes I feel like I need to deal direct. So what if they will be like, let's take five from Common App, let's take 10 from Common App, let's take 10 from school's main website. Do you get it? The school's
Yeah.
main website is there, but these apps help them to what? Advertise their openings available.
Yes.
So you can do it there. You can go to different schools' websites. The schools you couldn't do on Common App, you do it. Please, are you getting it?
Yes, please.
Sometimes the application fee waiver is not on Common App, but it might be on the school's main website. And lest I forget, since you are the one speaking, please can we have another group, maybe a third group, okay, a second group that maybe it will be like Krobo Bloom, how do you call it, college app, so that because I have a lot of information on um,
Mm-hmm.
admissions available.
Great. So
Wherever
we can
you
have our
wherever you
own.
get them from social media, you copy the links, you copy the document, come and paste in the group. Whenever someone wants the person can just go through whatever finds he or she finds very good. He will just what, go and research on that.
Yes,
Okay.
we'll,
So
we'll,
we can, because I don't do the number of documents I have on school applications. Sometimes I don't know. You can't be sending it to people's their personal DM. It's really like, this boy, what's wrong with him? Did I tell him I'm looking for? You get it? But you just put it there. Whoever is interested, please.
great.
Are you getting me?
Yes, please. We'll follow up on that and make it very easy for you to also upload your information there.
Okay. So let me share how the video should be like.
Okay, please.
Please, can you see the video?
Yes. You need to share your sound.
Is that?
Please share your sound. You have to share your sound.
I should share.
Your sound, because your sound is like the video is muted, so you have to like maybe like stop share.
Bachelor's of
It's back now.
Technology in Civil Engineering. I want to undertake a research in the geotechnical engineering field and also under the stabilization of soil. I want to undertake a research interest that will utilize solid waste to stabilize soil. This is because of the eco-friendly nature of solid waste, and also it is cost effective.
Okay, it's okay. Some of you will come into my DM laughing at my English. Okay, so this was like a rehearsal. Do you get it?
Yes, please.
This is like a rehearsal. So what I was speaking about is related to what the area of interest in the civil engineering. Please, you get it? The area of research in civil engineering I want to undertake, which is related to the SOP I wrote. So
Yep.
it will be the same story throughout. So they will know you are passionate about whatever you want to do. Not that you are talking about machine learning here, then the next one you are talking about something else. Do you get it? You should
Yes.
follow the story. And there is one thing, school application is a process. You have to, because me, school applications, I've learned a lot from people. I've learned a lot from the website. I've watched a lot of videos. So it's a whole job. That's why there are agencies who apply for schools for you, because for them they are just there. They know the offers available. When you come to them, they will just say through and they know the process. But for you, you have to study the process. At least a day, if you get, let's say a day, if you get a school's website, a graduate school's website on funding, a day, within a month, you can have 30 on your spreadsheet, 30. And you can't wake up and you are doing application. You just have to study their deadlines and how you get your document. In China, you need a police report and other things, which expire, some of them 3 months, 6 months. You don't know, you go and do a police report, it will be there. When you are going to use it, it has expired. You are going to waste money again. So please, you have to plan it. You have to plan. You have the deadlines in your head. You know when you get your document. You know when the admission is ending. Don't apply on the last day of the application deadline. Don't submit your documents on the last day. Secondly, don't submit documents on Fridays. Don't submit emails to professors, code emails on Fridays. Don't. You are
One thing as well, pay
exactly.
attention to the time difference. Pay close attention to the time difference.
Exactly. It's now 6 a.m. here. You maybe I'll think maybe it's 8 a.m. here. I'm sending an email to a professor in the USA, and I'm sending it at my time 9 a.m. and the USA is 14 hours behind China or something. So you see the difference. Don't send
Yeah.
it on Fridays. Send it Tuesday, Wednesdays, Thursdays. Okay, send it at a time, check the time, check like, oh, this time 10 a.m. He might be in office. 2 p.m. 12 is afternoon. So you try to plan so that your email meets him right in the office. Do you get it?
Use make very good use of these applications. So even with Gmail, you can schedule emails at a particular time. You don't
When
need
to
to be
send.
waiting till it's time for you to press send. Schedule your emails so that when it's 9, and even if it's 9 and you are sleeping, by 9 a.m. the message will go to the person.
Exactly. So that's it. Any further question?
Oh, me, I don't have any question. No. Media, for me, I'm going to apply to 50 schools.
Me too.
You have a lot to do. And sometimes when you send cold emails and they don't mind you, you can send a polite reminder after 1 week. Hello, Professor, this I've sent you this and this, and um, I want you to spare me some few minutes to look through mine. Exactly. Do you get it? Please, let me show you. Can you see my file? I'm trying to share a file. Okay. Can you
Yes,
see it? Can you
it's
see it?
now sharing. Yep.
Good. So I have these universities, these folders, universities. Why folders? Different universities. Good, because I've contacted maybe professors of such universities. Good. The professors in one university, all these professors are from civil engineering university. I have their own folder. Good. These are my documents. This file is what the email. Why do I have document statement of purpose for every professor? Because I want to put every professor's name in every different statement of purpose. When I open this statement of purpose, you see dear professor, or statement of purpose is not even like a letter, but when you are reading, the reason why I want to work with him, I am stating based on his research I went to read online. Do you get it? So I know Professor Dominic, this is his own. You arrange your things. It will be disastrous that like you send a different, you send an SOP bearing this professor's name to a different professor. Do you get it? For that one, grad, your letter wouldn't be, your application wouldn't be looked at. So you see a different one, but my documents are the same. These are the things what I'll use to email, not for school application. These are the things when he opens my email, he reads my email, he will look into different ones. So you go to Queen's University, mostly for Canada. These are the formats for Canada. For Canada, you have to send emails and be looking for professors. Do you get it? So SOP, different one, different email, which I had his name in it. So I open this Word document. I'll just copy the letter there, go and paste it in the email address, attach all these documents here, then send. So you gather everything well, then you have University of British Columbia. For this one, just Professor Sarah M. Jordan. You see, you have to take, because those who have good funding and things, the way it's really well, the way they are really enjoying and stuff, it really takes a lot of work. So when sometimes you go and comment under people's posts, please can you help me? It's not really some people use 1.5 years to plan for their school application. Exactly. Because it's a life changing something for them, something they will really want to undertake that, because you need time. So even if you are working, every evening you can get one website link. Your statement of purpose, you can get a template, ChatGPT, paraphrases. Don't go and put, just go and put your names. No, 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 no. Paraphrase it. You can write. For me, I usually use pen to write my thing. Then when I write it, I type it, I edit, I paraphrase, I check the grammatical errors and everything. You see that, oh, you have a very nice one. You just don't go and copy, come and paste, copy, come and paste. You can rewrite, you can write your own, get a format from these AI tools, then you use it to structure yours well. Please, any question again? We'll close. It says that means it's 10. Okay, 10. So we are closing in the next 5 minutes, please. I think we'll have maybe another section, any other later to talk about some few things because this I'm seeing this really needs a lot of time or something. Any question? Hello, please. Any question so that we close?
Oh no, Professor, me, I don't have any question.
Okay, so thank you all for joining, and
Thank you
it's
so much for taking some time off to take us through the session. We are so grateful. It was an informative session, and I hope everyone takes advantage of everything they've heard. And please, when we come into your DM, please don't sack us. You see, it's a lot, and we still know you have a lot to give us. So if you come and we want more, please don't sack us. Yeah, we'll send the message to you on Wednesday and Thursday and Tuesday, like you said, so that you can reply us. We beg.
okay. Those who call me, when you are calling, please check your time. Some of you call me 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. That's when you are done with your day, and it's now 5 p.m., 6 p.m. in Ghana, and you wake me up, please. I beg. You just check the time as you are contacting your professors so that that person is laughing. Okay, so it's a great section, and we will meet in a group with the information. I'll make
Yeah,
sure I'll forward the information. I'll check the size. I've recorded the meeting so that those who weren't able to join can also have a feel of whatever we've done. Thank you for joining.
sure. Thank you.